Yo, what is good everybody? Welcome back to another video on Jujutsu Odyssey, and today we're going to be talking about the best ways and basically every single method in obtaining cursed wombs, which if you already don't know what cursed wombs are, they basically act like the items you need to consume or absorb in order to get cursed techniques. Now for me, currently my cursed technique is Limitless, one of the best ones in the game, and yeah, I have moves like maximum output blue. Let me quickly let this cutscene play out and show you guys the amazing ability right here. Yeah. If you get Limitless, this is the potential you guys could have. But there is tons of other cursed techniques like Disaster Flames, Sukuna's Vessel, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you could get those with these methods. So without further ado, if you guys have any questions or you want to leave a comment, leave them down below. And while you are down there, please like, subscribe, and turn on the noties because it's all free and it helps me out a ton. Now, before we actually get started, I'm going to give you guys a couple of things you need to understand. So the first thing is that when you obtain these cursed wombs, you either have to consume them if you already don't have one consumed, or you have to store them by buying the game pass, because if you don't do that and you don't have the game pass, it's gonna be gone. Basically, they act like GPO fruits or like any One Piece game. If you don't store this with the game pass, it's gonna disappear if you die, leave, or rejoin. So be very careful and be very wary of what you want to use. But now, with you guys knowing that, let's actually move on to the methods. So the first way is finding them through trees, specifically these trees right here, the black, dark, no leaves having trees, and they have a chance to spawn the cursed womb. So right here, there was one that just spawned, the cursed womb soul guitar. You could pick that up, you could go ahead and put it into your slots and then consume it if you don't have it yet. Now I'm just gonna leave it here just because you know, somebody might need that, but that's what it's gonna look like. And on the Trello, here's how it works even further. So one of the cursed wombs spawned 30 minutes to 1 hour under the dark black tree with no leaves. Now when it does spawn, there's a despawn timer after 30 minutes, so it has a chance of despawning. After the items spawn, the timer will reset once the cursed womb is picked up or once it despawns. So keep that in mind when you're looking for the cursed wombs from the trees. Now if you want to make this a little easier on yourself, what you can do is you could use a code. I'm gonna guess that the developers are actually gonna release codes that give you cursed womb notifiers like they did for testing. But if they don't do that, then you can just head on over to the shop and just buy a cursed womb notifier for Robux. That's a little pay to win, but if it helps you out, hey, it helps you out. And this notifier will tell you when a cursed womb spawns in your server. Now the second way of finding the cursed wombs is by fighting the Azure Maw. So right here, take a quick little picture. This is what the Azure Maw looks like. You've probably seen them in the tutorial. They have like 6 legs, the beaver-like teeth, ugly looking body with hair on the top and the tail. You've seen this guy in the tutorial, right? He grabbed you, launched you, and Gojo saved your. And if you want to know when he spawns, go ahead and pull out your iPhone or Android, whatever you want to call it, and look on the timer on the top left of it. Once it turns 20, meaning 2000, that means the Azure Maw will spawn in your server. Now let me show you guys the couple of locations that he can spawn at. So the first location is right in front of the Jujutsu Tech entrance. They might spawn right here. That is one place I've seen the spawn. And then the other location is right across this giant tree with a bunch of fog on the floor, and it'll be right over here. Now when they do spawn, there's going to be a notification on the screen saying that there's a special great spirit called the Azure Maw that spawned in the forest, and you just got to look between those two locations and you should be able to see them. And when you are doing this, I recommend having at least 2 players fighting yourself and another person, because they can be difficult if you're not over the level 50. And when you are in combat, this spirit can get a little dangerous. He has a couple attacks like biting, slapping you with the tail, roaring, digging underground, launching up back into the air, and using a body slam. Those can deal a ton of damage, so be very wary and be very careful. But if there's multiples of you fighting the Azure Maw, then you should be able to kill them fairly quickly. And by the way, there is a timer. You have a 5-minute timer to defeat this boss, and if you don't defeat it in that time, the boss is just gonna disappear. So if you don't want to go through that, try to kill them as quick as possible. But once you kill the Azure Maw, they will drop a chest and then a cursed womb chest. The chests are used for a bunch of other things like weapons, accessories, spins, and gold, but then the cursed womb chest will drop you a random cursed womb item, whether that's disaster flames, cloning, guitar, anything. You have a chance at all of them when you open the chest. Now the third way of getting a cursed womb is through the entrance exams. So when you first join the game, Gojo will give you a goal, which is to become a Jujutsu sorcerer. Now I have created a video on this before, so go ahead and watch that if you want to see a quick little glimpse of what you're going to get into. But once you complete it, it's going to have a very similar drop as the Azure Azure Maw. You'll get a chest and then the cursed womb chest, and you could open the cursed womb chest for a cursed womb. And now the final way I know of getting cursed wombs is fighting the final boss in the game, which is going to be the finger bearer. So there's a couple of requirements you need for this, which is going to depend on your rank. So you're going to need to be around semi-grade 3 to semi-grade 2 in order to actually fight this boss. If you have one of those ranks, go ahead and queue up one of the placement missions, which is by Miwa, and it's where the cauldron's at, and the mission is called Detention Center. And in this mission, you're going to be fighting the finger bearer. There's going to be a maze, a bunch of cutscenes, the boss itself, and a bunch of other secret things that I will not spoil. But once you defeat him, you will get a very similar drop just like the others. You'll get a chest that is higher tier, and then a cursed womb chest, which gives you cursed womb. And that's it. Those are the current ways that I know of getting a cursed womb in the game. If there's any other methods, please let me know down below, and hopefully this video helped you out. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Peace.